Hey breeders, it's Olivia from Dog Breeder Pro here, and in this video I'll be showing you how to add a dog in our web app. Okay, so a quick disclaimer before we begin. We're currently in the process of refining and building our web app, so there is a chance that your screen might look a little bit different to mine. For example, you probably have more menu items here in the left-hand panel, but don't worry, the process we're about to follow will be the exact same. So speaking of the left-hand panel, if you click on Dogs here on the left, you will see this button for Add Dog. If we click on that, it'll open this panel. Now, you can very easily add dogs quickly. I can just say new dog 2, say it's a male, pick a breed, and there we go. I can already save it from here. Chances are you probably want to add a bit more than that. So I'm going to call this dog Avocado Golden Toast because it's not a real dog and I can. After you filled in this, you can say add more fields and it'll open up all the different fields that you can add for this dog. So let's go through them. I'm just going to add some information for this dog as I go. You can add prefix titles, birth date, that's pretty important. I'm going to go ahead and say April Fools because why not? And then here is your description field. Now, this is a pretty cool field. It's the only one that you can format, and it will be displayed on your public page if that's something that you have activated for one of your dogs. So I'm not going to write one right now. I actually have one prepared here. And I can use this panel to maybe make a list or italicize, embolden, which is cool to just draw some more attention or emphasis to certain words and phrases. Moving on to registrations, very straightforward. Your association is obviously just the kennel club that your dog is registered with, like the American Kennel Club or the Royal Kennel Club, and then your registration number will just go below that. Moving on to physical attributes. For these items, you will have pre-built lists of colors or markings, which I think is really cool. And you'll notice here that some of them have numbers. So if I hover here, it says used by 3 dogs. And that's exactly what it sounds like. It means that in my database, I have chosen black as the code color for 3 of my dogs. In this case, however, I'm going to pick fawn. Okay, I think that's enough. Breeding, manual COI. So your COI is obviously your coefficient of inbreeding, and that's actually something that we calculate for you. However, for that calculation to actually be worth something, we recommend that you have at least 5 generations of pedigree built up in your database. But you can also input this manually. If you take your dog for a DNA test to get a more accurate COI reading, you can input that here and you can clarify your COI source as DNA test, external database, or a different one. If you have a calculation from us and you also have a manual COI, we will display both. Adding a dam and sire is also very easy. You can either scroll down through your database and search for a particular one, like this, or you can add a dog that is not in your database yet. So I'm adding this one, and I just have to type in the name and say add dog. And that's now also a dog in my database. Identifiers. Also, very straightforward. These are obviously just all the different numbers that can be associated with your dog in terms of identification. Microchip number is obviously the most common. And then finally, we have ownership. So often the owner, the breeder, and the guardian of any given dog is not the same person. So you can easily add someone here. I'm going to pick myself as the owner. And if that's a mistake, I can clear that by just clicking this bin. I can also add another owner, And you can also do a similar thing here to what we did with the dam and sire. I can add someone that isn't in my database yet. So if I type someone's name, I can say add new contact. That's now also a contact in my database. I think that's everything we need to cover for now. So I'm just going to say save. And there we go. There she is in our list. Let's add a picture. If I hover here, there's a camera button. And here I can just pick the picture that I want. And it will open up the photo editor. You can crop your image, you can rotate it, you can add filters. It's lots of cool things you can do here before you save your image. And there we go. We've successfully added a full-fledged dog to our database. We think it's really important how we display this information because we want you guys to be able to see the most relevant information very easily when looking at any given dog. So that's what this top card is here for. And we have these tags like breeding dog, show dog, and some other ones that we're working on. The rest of the information, as you can see, is displayed here. This is the view that I prefer, but if you take this line in the middle and you drag it, the cards will also stack. Now, if you have made a mistake in adding information to your dog, it's very easy to edit. As you hover over each card, you'll see that each one has a edit button. And if you click on that, it'll just open this one. You can easily make an edit and click there, and then there's your edit. If you want the big panel to open, you can click up here and it will open that initial panel that we saw before. I'm going to go ahead and cancel that. That's how you add a dog in Dog Breeder Pro. Good luck and thank you for watching. Bye.